Why is surrender so important in spiritual practice? Let's get into it. A lot of times people will tell me, never surrender, never. And when they're speaking about that, they're talking about a type of political surrender. Never give up, hang in there, be strong. And that may be appropriate or not, depending on the political context. But in spirituality, surrender is very much prized. It's an element, it is a practice that one has to develop into. So how and in what way is surrender so important? Well, first of all, surrender is when we lay down our ego. Most people never even consider that, don't even have an awareness of their ego whatsoever. In fact, most people hope that no one ever notices if they have an ego. And they only notice it when it is the most exaggerated aspect of themselves. Then they might recognize it. But the ego is the general movement for most people in ordinary life. So how can you work with this? Well, the first thing is you can acknowledge that the ego is a process that moves through individuality. And so that when we surrender, we are giving up, or we are laying down that ego. And when we lay down that ego, we get access to something profound. Most of us don't even think about the ego, like I said. And then the idea of like, well, what will you get? Well, you get this profound thing, but it doesn't sound very profound. But let me walk you through it. You get access to humility. When you lay down your ego, you naturally are honoring. You naturally are trusting in a higher understanding. You're trusting in the sacred, the divine. And by doing that, you activate something very important. You activate humility in you. You place humility in the leading role, not your ego. When that happens, you gain access to so much wisdom and so much beauty. So contemplate this. And I look forward to catching you in the next session. If you like this content, you know what to do. Like and follow for more, and you can share this to your stories with your friends.